Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. It is lovely to have all of you as always. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. You'll get notifications every time a new video is posted. I plan on doing some talks and different things on here as well, not just the tarot readings. So, tune in, check it out. Sag, real quick, I'm going to say this. For those of you who've known me for some time or are local to me, know that I had a retail space. Just closed that down last Friday, and I'm in the middle of transition, so that's why these mid-October readings are just now getting out. So thank you for your patience, love, and understanding of me trying to navigate 1,000 different avenues of life. Typical Scorpio. Got our hands on everything. You'll see, like, I've got herbs and things that I brought back and doing everything from home on the online platform at www.holisticallyzenwb.com. Find a full list of products and services from gemstones, crystals, jewelry, ritual items, whatever tickles your fancy. And know that if you're having a hard time finding those things, you can always reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you out. 111 on the clock right there. So Sag, this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well, guys. Put the messages where they fit. Don't force them to do something that they're not capable of for you. Just seen 123 on the clock as well. 1, 2, 3. Are we moving on and moving up? Sag, intuitively, didn't get a whole lot come through right off the bat, but what I will say to you is this. Jim Croce's Time in a Bottle came up, and I could not, for the life of me, remember the lyrics. So before I turned the video on, I hopped on there, and apparently he had wrote that song for what would be his son when he found out that his wife was pregnant. So it's like, it's very, I don't want to call it necessarily nostalgic. You can go check the lyrics out here on YouTube or whatever. But it's just the idea that it's like someone is trying to preserve those memories, those moments, those times of something. So this could be an energy that you are sitting in at this time of looking around your life. Taking a deeper dive into, it could be emotional, Sag, and I'm not saying this to be an asshole. Call it for what it is. You guys tend to struggle with the emotional capacity sometimes, especially the masculine energies. But it's almost like wishing in one hand and then not expecting anything to come from the other, to put it politely, right? The old adage is there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like this is going to play out differently for all of you throughout the end of October. But it's just like, and I'm even, I don't know what it is with the music with you guys. I didn't hear this for a Libra's video, but, what do you want from me? From Adam Lambert. And I feel like, Sag, that could be something that you're dealing with when it comes to from somebody else. Like, they're asking you what it is that you want from them. You may be taking something to have more sentimental value than another person. I'm not sure. But we're going to see. Standing in your independent energy is going to be necessary right now. So let's pull the cards. Let's just get straight to it and see what Spirit's got to say. So, Sag, I hope you guys are doing well. Personal readings are now open and available to you guys. I'm booking for this week and next week as well at this time. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have via those emails, and or that email, I should say. And then you can also reach out to me through the holisticallyzenwb.com website as well. So, all right, Sag, denial in the moon. That denial, it's like a bittersweet. Spirit just said ending. We're going with it. There's something that you're not fully aware of at this time. The timing constraints, I'm going to spit to you what Spirit's giving me. The timing constraints to a past life situation. So this, I'm just going to spew it. The coupling of what it is that's going on in your current reality is something from a past life. You could be, working with somebody, becoming friends with somebody, had been friends with somebody, have been invested in something with someone. This is meant to shape newfound senses within you. Okay, I'm just giving you what Spirit's given to me. I'm just My spiritual vomit, as I call it. Gross, but it is what it is. All right, Sag. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? That moon, it was on the split. It comes out in the sideways position. I do think that you think there's some, again, truths. 5, you're watching something beginning to change. Whether this is for the better or you may perceive it as for the worse, I want to say to you, I do think that ultimately this is going to be for the better in some way. There could be a little bit of conflict, difference of opinions in a particular situation. You may be trying to stand your ground as well. It's like the Ring of Fire, right? I think that's a song too, Jesus. Listen to music. Not sure how you feel? Listen to music. Play out what you need to play out, I guess. But Sag, with this 5 and this 9 here, it's like a struggling of this change, these internal battles, things being like at a threshold or a precipice, or something starting to create conflict within your world or within yourself. And then at 9 is like it may feel like nobody's working together at this time as well. So we've got deceit. It's like the devil card in this deck. I'm telling you, like, there is something that I feel like you're not seeing the full picture on, invisible. You could feel like somebody has checked out on you. Maybe you've checked out on somebody else. You just don't want to address certain issues at this time. But there's some conflict. There's a lot of fire energy here. And it's like somebody could be wanting to take action towards something, and this could be you or something you're tied to. But right now it's an avoidance of taking any kind of action. What else does Sag need to, you've got your cards, High Priestess of Earth. Ground yourself, Sag. Definitely this is about your finances, your resources, your security. Listening for someone to make explanation of something. Like, it's almost like you want to kind of say to someone, or maybe they want to say this to you. I'm sticking with this, could go one of either way. Somebody wants to say something, and somebody's like, I'm waiting to hear this. I'm waiting to hear what the next thing is going to be. So I just feel like your foundations are what you perceive to be a little bit rocky at this time. 8, it's another cycle to a situation. That listening card is a 23, which breaks down to a 5. Again, significant of change, or the way you're seeing something or viewing something at this time as well. So let's do a little bit of clarifying here. And well, that took about 2 seconds. Speak up. I'm telling you, there's like a truth to be heard. There's a truth that needs to be stated. If you're feeling some kind of way, address it. Just say, this is what's going on in my mind. This is how I'm feeling about a particular situation. It's going to be the way you handle yourself, though. And I kind of just said this to Libra. How you handle yourself through situations is going to help to dictate, essentially, how things are handled in general. Try not to take it in stride, and don't try to be so heavy about it. For some of you, though, I will also say you may be trying to make light of a situation to bring yourself some kind of sense of peace through a change that's starting to occur at this time. It's time. Deceit, like, you know, it's like time's up, game's over. The compassion, sorry for the background noise there. It's time to make forward movement. Whatever this is, this cycle or whatever, this conflict that's coming to the surface, it's coming up to essentially move you, right? To get you to address the fact that you may have ran 3/4 of the way through a particular cycle, and you're seeing a closure coming in sight before long. Let's just see what else comes up. Compassion. That compassion card keeps coming up for you guys. You're gonna have to nourish and break free. Healing, having faith, breaking free, open up, and grounding. It said ground, there it is. I don't know what it is with the break up in a small town just came through as well. It's a country song. I can't remember the name of the guy that sings it. Music, I would say to you too, like, if you're with somebody, or songs could just be speaking to you, right? In general, like, you could hear something and it's like, Oh yeah, sounds like my story right now. And that may be really resonating and sticking in your mind. You may be listening to it on repeat. You could be making a playlist of, this is where my life is right now. I lost my dog, my truck, my car, my wife, my kids, my whatever it is, But this break free is like you wanting to lay down the law. Interestingly enough, quite contradictory to the words on the card of break free, but if you feel something pulling away or something distancing itself, or you feel like all of a sudden at work the energy is not the same, right? It's like you may be holding on to it harder, like I get it, I got it, I'm good, like let's just keep moving here. But on the same aspect as well, there's also the need to release some things that are happening here. And again, that compassion. Get real with yourself. If you could have done better. Like, you are always going to be the one that has your back. And I feel like you're standing in a space, whether you realize it or not, of more of yourself rather than giving to other people. You're trying to stand up for yourself in some way. But I also feel like you may be making a lot of movement but not expressing what's going on. Okay? I hope that's making sense for you guys. You're like, man of many, or that's wrong. Not man of many words. Women, men, whatever, it doesn't matter. But my thought just eluded me. Good grief. Strong silent type. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Strong silent type, like I'm just going to make movement. I'm going to declare law. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Watch me instead of listening to me kind of feeling. So let's see what's going on here, Sag. Like if you're involved in something and it's not making you happy, address it. Say it. Call it for what it is. There's something more to come. So yeah, man holding coin, blossoming abundance. Your stability, I think, is really your key point, whether this is home, finances, tangible things, whatever it might be. A lot of earth energy surrounding you and a lot of fire. It's your security. It's your home. It's, what makes you feel safe. And that's really where your focus seems to be going at this point. So you could be working on, Spirit is saying, getting out of debt as well at this time. Action. There it is. And it's like, do I take action? Do I make this movement? Like I feel the need to act. I'm going to act. I'm going to do. But again, some of you, and this is such a weird thing to say, but messages are the messages. Some of you could be making an offer, whether it's of love, marriage, commitment. It's like a preemptive striking to do something to keep something. Like, okay, well, if I'm being strong-armed, then this, fine, then I'll give. But are you giving from this place of security, like this compassion with this high priestess of earth coming out sideways? Is I feel like it's almost like non-committal. It's like being forced to have to do something against your free will, or feeling like you're having to. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Trust your intuition. If you're getting gut nudges in regards to deceit, as this falls out right there, that's again another 5. So 555, Sag. Trust your intuition. And again, it's like I have the book of knowledge, like I already know, I see this coming, and this may pertain to relationships, matters of the heart. And Jim Croce's Time in a Bottle, it kind of reminds me of Something comes and something goes. It's crazy. Like, I mean, you could be very much be in this energy of like 15 on the clock. That's that of the devil energy. Where you're having these fleeting thoughts about a situation. Like, it comes in, it nudges you, you dismiss it, but yet, you know, you need to make action. Do I take action? Do I not take action? Do I speak up? Do I not speak up? You know, what are my foundations at this point? What am I going to do? How am I going to navigate this? Like, there's a lot of like back and forth, not sure, let's see, are we coming, are we going kind of energy at this time, Sag. And then about your desires, you're going from that root to the second chakra, Archangel Uriel, or Ariel, I'm sorry. Again, another 9, 6 and 9, something needs to balance out that contract on the bottom. You know, contracts and up-leveling, legalities, making deals, striking deals. There's a lot of books here, ironically, with these cards. It's like, I wrote the book on. So you take a look, and there's knowledge within that, right? And then you've got Archangel Uriel, and she's carrying the book of wisdom and knowledge from the divine with her. And then you've got this contract card with envy behind it with those 3 books there, right? So it's like taking Law and Order, putting that iron fist down. It's like dropping the gavel and going, okay, court adjourned. It is an awareness within you that it almost feels tumultuous, like something is coming, you're aware of that, you don't know what to do about it. Again, a lot of back and forth kind of feeling. This could be tying you into new things. This could be the endings of things. I will say it feels a little off balance. You look at the scales on this contract, and one is sitting just a smidge below the other. It's like not being able to get on the same page when it comes to a particular situation at this time. And what I think is that you're not seeing something. You might be listening, you might be waiting for something, but there's something about a particular situation that you're not seeing. Investigate the truth and get investigate the truth and get the plans. So whatever that means for you, again, everybody, it's going to be different on what area this is, but I really do feel like this is tied to your home life. So let's clarify and see what else is coming up for you guys. Action for Sagittarius, please. Ace of Cups, again, offering new love. So like I said, it could be an offer of love. It could be an offer of commitment. It could be an offer of marriage. It could be an offer of giving something from an emotional space. I walk 2 of Pentacles, also saying to you as well, you know, this could be you or another person. I just feel this offer coming in from one side or the other. So it doesn't necessarily mean this is you, Sag, but this inability to take action. Like, I feel, like I said earlier, your action, or I'm just going to do, right? And then there's this hesitancy from somewhere or somebody that's going, yeah, I'm going to move. It's like Page of Pentacles kind of energy. I could, or Knight of Pentacles, one or the other, both of them. I don't know, but anyhow, don't know what I'm thinking of. But it's like, I'm going to start to make this movement. And then it's like, but if I do, if I don't, it's like trying to navigate what stability is with those pentacles. If I invest into this, is it going to secure my future? Is it going to secure where I'm heading? Or am I just chasing things down? For action, please, for Sagittarius. If you have to push, Sag, it's not, I said Page or Knight of Pentacles, there comes the Page of Pentacles. It's a slowdown. It's, I'm just going to withhold that hesitancy, right? Like, Page of Pentacles is very slow moving energy. And it's like, you see her, she's just there. She's balancing on one foot. Eventually, that one foot, that one leg, that one knee is going to crumble because it's going to get too damn tired to do it on its own. There's no other supportive foundation to this situation of whatever this is, but somebody is withholding, and it can only withstand. I feel like with this, wherever this energy is coming from, whether it's you or somebody else, this pressure that they feel like they're under is only going to be sustainable for so long. And they may hold on to this, you may hold on to this for so long till it just eventually is going to erupt. it's going to blow up. King of Wands, Sag, there you be. So it's like someone is really sitting with their thoughts, their emotions, their idea of security as well. I do feel like there's a little bit of an energy of mirroring back and forth as to what is transpiring at this time. What is this 7th chakra for Sagittarius, please? 7th chakra. Queen of Cups, you could be dealing with a Cancerian, Pisces, Scorpio as well. For Sagittarius, please, Spirit. High Priestess, you know, whoever or whatever you're dealing with, and Sag, this could easily be you, but I feel like this is the person that's tied up in the situation with you. Extremely aware, extremely intuitive. I mean, I've got the two most intuitive cards out of these decks being the High Priestess and then that 7th chakra. The Queen of Cups is extremely aware of her emotions and intuitive as well. So it's like, but there's some kind of confusion, whether it's you or this person trying to trust whether their intuition is speaking to them or if this is the emotions and the mind starting to get in the way of something as well. But there is a closed off. Like I said, it's like something you're not seeing. Somebody's not seeing something here. And you look at these two cards, in both of these, she's got her eyes closed. She's trying to feel, she's trying to listen, but she's not seeing something. You know, male, female, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's a missing component to a particular situation. So you could be, you know, what you feel is aware of something, but you haven't seen proof of the same. Judgment. This is a karmic balancing. This is about the choices. 2 and 2 here. There could be two separate situations that are taking place in your life right now as well, and trying to integrate. And there's another 2, so 2, 2, 2 right there as well. Trying to integrate those two, but the Judgment card is karmic stuff. This is things coming up to the surface. This is a release, the need to release something so that new dreams can take shape. And the Hermit is to go within, right? To take that long journey within and have a higher understanding, a higher knowledge of a particular situation. Like these two major arcana, Spirit, can I please have a clarifier? 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. I said about the need for this balance, and somebody may be realizing that something is not balanced here. That's 6 of Pentacles. Even though I typically don't take reversals, I read them from the energy that they come through, whether they're reversed or not. 6 of Pentacles isn't even exchange. This is, again, the balancing of some kind of karmic aspect in a situation, whether or not, and I'm going to kind of repeat what I said in Libra's video a little bit here with this, and these readings line up in order for a reason, so you may want to check out Libra's video, especially if you have those placements or you're dealing with a Libra. The scales are off just a little bit under this contract, and something's got to give. Somebody could be seeking some kind of independence at this time from a particular situation, and it's like, I'm hearing you go your way, I'll go mine. So, you know, just be very aware of that when you're making decisions right now. Because I do feel like you feel like you have a lot of clarity, but you're still missing something in that. There's something that is just not quite, whether it's making sense. I don't have swords on the table, but it's like there's something about it that doesn't quite sit right. Not sure what it is, but you know it exists. This 2nd chakra, what is this about? What is the 2nd chakra, Spirit? The Knight of Pentacles, I talked about that card, and there it is. 10 of Pentacles, both of those coming out in the sideways position. 10 of Swords in the reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles, sustaining some kind of loss. That is the card, I believe, of Virgo. You've got the Devil, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. Feeling a loss. This is, Sag, what are your homes and foundations built on? Is really what I want to say with this 4 of Swords, the Devil, and the 5 of Pentacles. What are your foundations built on? Because when you take that 10 of Pentacles and it's in the sideways position, that reduces it to me to a 5. It's not coming out wholly in either direction. It's coming out as a 5. And it's like you may, whatever this situation is, you could be dealing with 5 pentacles. The person or situation you're dealing with is dealing with 5 pentacles. And it's like, well, if you're broken and I'm broken, and we bring these 2 things together, and I take my 5 and your 5, even though they're damaged and beat up and they've been through, you know, the dirt and the mud, whatever, if we put these 2 together, we'll have 10. Ultimately, both people need to have their own specific 10 of Pentacles, right? Like, both sides, whether it's a job, it's a person, it's a whatever, you both have to come in feeling very secure. It's like taking a job at a company that you know is on the verge of bankruptcy and going, oh, well, I have a job in 6 months. Well, I'm willing to try if they're willing to try. See what happens here. If you know they've been in trouble, then you know that it may not work out to your benefit. And it's kind of like the same energy when I see this with the Ten of Swords in reverse, because something is not closing out as a result of this. Something is not, you know, it's like back to me, it's like the Ten of Swords in the upright or the reverse, it doesn't matter, is a backstab. It is a betrayal. It is something that continues to go on because somebody or something is not willing to create an ending to a particular situation. That Knight of Pentacles, you know, it's like, let's hurry up and get there. It's like short stunted growth that never fully occurs. It gets stopped in its tracks every single time for some reason. And you've got to ask yourself if this is what the outcome to this is every single time. There's a reason why it's not working. It's going and getting, it's like running into the brick wall, falling down and getting up and going, I'm going to do this again. And expecting to eventually budge and knock that over to make some kind of movement. It's not quite happening. Spirit is saying face your fears. Address what needs to be addressed, say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done. Sag, I feel like for you, you're coming out of this emotional energy and again, more into that fire, action-oriented, what do you want? Or this person saying, what do you want from me? I can hear some kind of argument going back and forth going, well, this is what you said and this is what has happened. And this person, what do you want from me? This is my, you know, perception of this experience. And here is this your perception of your experience. And we just can't get it together. We can't get it on the same page. This could be, you know, I can even see it in like an office kind of setting of going, you know, you asked me to do this job, I did this job, and now you're saying you want this job done, but what about that job that needs to be done? There's this constant back and forth that everybody's seeing something in their own right, which is okay, right? But at the same time, like, how do you find a compromise and go, this is just what needs to be done? This is just what we're going to have to do. There's a lot of conflict. And I think intuitively, Sag, you guys can be extremely intuitive as well. It is time to trust that gut and make that move. Be mindful of your decisions, that they don't come back to bite you. But at the same time, you've got to make some kind of movement. And you know that. Ass whooping today. I'm sorry. Not sorry, sorry. Right? Like, I'm not here to baby you guys. I'm here to help you. Alright, Sag, what's the advice for you guys mid-October? Spirit, what does Sag need to know mid-October? Fragments. Renewal. Ready but waiting. That hesitancy. Productivity. Space and context. I'm going to say this to you, and what I'm hearing, it was never done without pure intentions. I think that everybody's got their perspective, so I don't think this is a matter of anybody truly with this deceit here intentionally, I'll just be blunt, fucking anybody over, as much as this is where we are. This is that brick wall that refuses to move. And it's like everybody in a situation wants to be released. That ready but waiting, she's holding on to that dove. That dove just wants to take off and fly away. You've got the break free card here on the bottom, and having, you know, the need to have faith and trust that to release this. It's like nobody came into a situation going, I want to cause a disruption. But at the same time, it is causing disruption. So even if that was never the intention behind a particular situation, it had to happen this way to create space for that renewal. And it's like, again, there's those eyes, like the seeing, the need to see. And as much as she's got those two eyes and she's trying to block her vision, there's still an eye on her hand that can't help but see what's happening. Can't help but see what's transpiring in front of her, whether she wants to see it or not. Give yourself the space to be in connection with your guides. 30:30 on the clock. Start to get into a space of asking your guides and spirit for help, assistance. This renewal, I see this line here as her throat chakra. It's lit up. Being that it's yellow, I tied that to the willpower, the confidence, the ego. Make sure it's coming with that compassion from the right place. Make sure that what you're saying does not come out, and I'm hearing devilish. Don't let it come out in a devilish sense. Like, don't come out like guns a-blazing, Sag. Like, I feel like everybody in a particular situation is just disappointed. Disappointed on the outcome, because it's like you can't get complete forward traction. But also know that this eruption is meant to move you forward. This breakdown is meant to move you forward. This is that storm that has to happen in order to clear the path, and it's just now beginning. Okay? Sorry, but not sorry. Sag, I'm gonna put it right there. Leave it right there at that. If you guys found this video resonated for you, hit the like, share, subscribe, comment, right? Again, personal readings are open and available to you all. That can be found in the description box below and the About section of the page, holisticallyzenwv.com. Thank you for being patient with me. I hope that something here resonated and was helpful to you. If you guys need anything, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm sending you all my very best, and I will see you soon and on the next one. Bye.